So hi guys, my name is Laura Maelstrom, and if you don't know me already, I'm a specialist in coaching, life transformations, and I'm currently studying psychology as a master's, and this is something I want to teach you. And this is a theory that I call the tint in your lenses. This is something that I've made up, and I would like you to hear about it. This is you. You are wearing a pair of glasses that has a tint in, and the tint is your personal experiences, okay? Now these personal experiences are memories from the past that make up the way that you view the world. So this is memory of people, interactions that you may have had, relationships, ideologies, and all of these things tint the way that you view the world. They change the way that you view the world. Now, for most of us, we're not aware that we are actually wearing a pair of glasses. What we think is the way that we see the world is reality. Now, the way that we see the real world is not reality, okay? What we actually have is 8.5 billion different realities that are happening, because the way that everybody views the world individually is their own reality. Are you with me so far? Leave me a comment so far saying, got ya, I understand, okay? Now, because we're all wearing our own pair of glasses that is based off our personal experience, our reality that we are viewing is actually one that's personal to us. Now, the problem is when we have had negative, okay, memories, negative interactions, negative ideologies that impacts the tint in your lenses, what happens is we tend to view the world predominantly in that negative way. And so what we're viewing isn't actually the objective reality. What we're viewing is a subjective reality. So the objective reality is that this is a pretty pattern that is blue. No. The objective reality is this is a pattern that is blue. Now, a colourblind person may view that and be like, that is a red pattern. I said that it was pretty. That's a subjective thing. You might think it's ugly. The way we view things is relevant to us and our experiences. Now, why does this matter to recognise? Well, if you're somebody, for an example, who has had bad experiences with men who have beards, okay, every time we see a bearded man, we're going to put on those lenses that make us frightened of the bearded men. Now, the objective reality is that this bearded man could be a really lovely guy. It could be Santa for all we know. But if we think all bearded men are bad, we're going to see that bearded man and we're going to have a negative reaction to them. Now, this is what's happening most of the time in most people's lives, is that they're having negative reactions to present neutral reality as a result of stuff that has happened in their past, because they are wearing tinted lenses that makes the new reality that they're experiencing a subjective experience based on their memories. So what can we do? Well, at this point when we see this bearded man, we need to question our assumptions. We need to question the colour of the tint of our lenses. Is it an objective reality to say that all bearded men are bad? Or do we need to recognise that maybe the problem is that our lenses are faulty for this moment? And if what we can recognise is actually it might be an us issue, not that these all bearded men are bad, we can take off our lenses for a moment and try to view the world through an objective experience. And this comes with questioning our thoughts, our ideas, and where we get our assumptions from. Why do we have this assumption that all men with beards are bad? Well, I have a memory of a bad bearded man in childhood. I had an interaction once with a rude man. I follow a society that's got an ideology inbuilt into it that bearded men are evil. Obviously that's all made up. But this is all a lens that we're viewing the world through. If we can dismantle this and come to the world every day anew, forgetting our memories as much as possible, forgetting our interactions as much as possible, forgetting our ideologies as much as possible, if they're not helpful to us in that moment, and question whether or not we can come anew with an idea of, what is the world offering me today? How can I respond to it neutrally? And what could it give me before I judge it? We can often live in a world that is a lot more accepting, a lot kinder, and a lot more loving. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, please ask a question. I will answer it as honestly as I possibly can to try and make it make sense. I have autism, so sometimes I recognize that I say things that other people don't understand. So if you don't understand, it might be a me thing and not a you thing. That's the lens of the world I'm viewing things through at the moment now, because I've been diagnosed with autism. So just recognize that sometimes we're wearing a lens that is actually dysfunctional for us. It's actually faulty, and it's actually making us view reality in a worse way rather than a better way. My name is Maelstrom. I'm here to help you. If you like this kind of content, give me a follow, leave me a question. Love to hear from you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.